Hello, friends from Peace Lutheran Church. We've been in the book of Matthew this past Sunday, and we're going to continue to stay in the book of Matthew, the 14th chapter, again this week. And one thing that struck me was last week with the feeding of the 5,000, it begins with Jesus going to get away. His friend John the Baptist had died. He was mourning his loss, and so Scripture says he went to get away, to retreat to a lonely place by himself and mourn, right? That's why he was there, because Jesus was human. And so he gets there and the crowds follow him, and we know the rest, that he ends up having compassion and everybody eats. This week, we're going to pick up again in Matthew 14, the next part of the story, where after the feeding of the 5,000, Jesus goes once again to get away. I think this happens a lot in Scripture. Look at how many times when you read the Gospels and see how many times Jesus goes away to a solitary place to pray, to be with God, to get away from the noise, the din, the ruckus of life, and find some kind of renewal. Each time he goes to get away, immediately after, and sometimes even during, ministry finds him, and he begins to heal and to bless and to have compassion on others, and where everybody can eat and demons are cast out and the world is somehow changed. But I think it's this sort of ebb and flow of getting away, finding that spiritual strength and renewal, finding that rest, and then being empowered once again to engage. And for me, I think if Jesus needed this time to get away, Jesus, God's Son, don't we need that? Don't we need that time to get away and find rest in the Lord? Sometimes I think we make Jesus out to be this Superman, right? That he could do anything if he just willed it, if he just set his mind to it, and he'd be fine. But if we really believe that Jesus was truly human, truly one of us, God became one of us, then he did get tired, and he did get sad, and he did get frustrated, and he did need a chance to just get away and find rest. As I think about it in this time that we've been going through, I know for a while there, I was just getting tired. Every summer, I try and take 2 weeks of vacation off back to back, and it's hard to do, because making preparations for all the things in ministry, it feels like I got to somehow keep my foot in the door and have some sense of ownership or control in the midst of it. But I got to tell you how refreshing it is to trust others and to allow ministry to happen, and it doesn't all revolve around me, and so we can be fine. And so this intentionality of being able to get away for 2 weeks, what I found was just getting away from 1 week, my mind would always want to be thinking about what's the next Sunday going to bring, or what did I forget, or what did I miss. But when I had those 2 weeks back to back, it just gave me a chance to unwind, to stop thinking about all of the demands and all of the tasks and all of the endless things of what to do, and find that rest, right? Allow that brain to recharge, allow the body to get some rest and to sleep in. Suddenly, when you get that chance to disconnect, to reboot, if you will, now all of a sudden you begin to see in a new way. Just enjoying time with family, enjoying time with nature. We went down to the beach at Port Aransas and had time in the ocean and see God's wondrous creation. Some time to read some of those books that I continue to stack up on my to-do list, but I just couldn't get around to. Being able to re-engage once again was so refreshing. And I got to tell you that by the time I came back into the office after those 2 weeks, something was different. My mind was clear. My body wasn't tired anymore. It had found rest. My mind suddenly wasn't so scrambled anymore of trying to make countless decisions, but now I had read these books and new ideas and a new sense of focus and clarity had suddenly become there. Suddenly my spirit wasn't so weighed down as if I the weight of the world was crushing down on me, and trying to have the answers to everything, and to have this strong relationship and to lead the congregation, it didn't feel like that anymore, because what was important was that I had connected with God. I had opened up that scripture. I had seen God's promises for me. I had experienced rest and renewal and peace in the Lord. And now, re-engaging once again, I can go back and have the kind of compassion that God has. I think we all need that. And so if you are feeling burnout or fatigue or snapping at people, for no reason, it might be time for a vacation. It might be time to find some rest. Worship is designed to be like that. There were these rhythms that we had, the Sabbath time to get away from the work life and to just focus on God. But now that our worship life has been disrupted, it's different, right? We feel like we're always plugged into the computer now, and that it never truly ends to unplug. I want to tell you how important it is to unplug, how important it is to reconnect and find rest in the Lord. And so I hope and I pray for you that together we can rediscover a new pathway, but find that rest for your spirit. Get away so that you can be renewed and uplifted and repurposed once again to glorify God. May God bless you as you find rest and renewal, and may God meet you in special ways this week. Peace be with you.